Let's talk for a few brief moments about antenna advances in technology, or perhaps just some reorganization in your panel, may have resulted in your having a spare VHF antenna on your airplane. Question becomes, do you remove the spare antenna, or is there still a useful purpose
Most everything
for it?
in aviation involves a series of trade-offs. If you remove that unneeded external antenna on your airplane, surely you might pick up as much as a mile or two an hour in airspeed. But here's what you lose. Some much-needed functionality. If, like me, you're a big fan of handheld radios, now the fuel is so expensive, I use this one a lot to check weather and pick up clearances before even starting up the engine. And as you can see, I had the radio shop get a BNC adapter for me so that I could use the external antenna with this handheld radio. Why, you might ask, is that important? Well, the external antenna gives you much better coverage than the whip antenna that comes stock with a small radio like this. By using the external antenna connected to your handheld radio, you improve reception and the quality of your transmissions for those who need to hear you. That makes your handheld radio a much better emergency backup. And I keep the whip antenna that came stock with this radio in an emergency kit in the aircraft. So if for some reason I need to attach the whip antenna, I have only to grab the emergency kit, and when I walk away from the airplane, I can attach it to this handheld transceiver. Hope you find this tip to be helpful. You'll have to decide whether it's worth picking up the extra mile or two of airspeed that eliminating the external antenna will give you versus the benefit of having a handheld radio that may provide you with much better coverage in an emergency.